And going back to authenticity, we've been begging Drake to be authentic. But going back to the way the brain works, he can't. As above, so below. As within, so without. What's within Drake is a character. That's the reason, like I said, he has to go to Jamaica, the UK accent. He has to have the Memphis. Then he's from Miami. Now he's from Toronto. Now he's from Puerto Rico. He can only mimic. Even going back to the Nokia video, he can only steal because that's what's within him. He has no knowledge of self. If you talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, at the very top of that pyramid, self-actualization. Drake has no idea who he is. Drake is now officially doing weekly streams on Kick. Man, oh man. Kendrick can turn this man into a streamer. This is crazy. Like, understand, I've already said, if Drake was born in this era, he would have been an amazing streamer. I honestly don't even believe he would have even became a musician. Because somebody like Drake, everyone on both sides, his enemies and his friends, are consistently telling him, chill out, lay low for a little bit. But someone like Drake, he absolutely can't. He can't. He needs the attention. So going back, let's psychoanalyze Drake for a little bit. See his daddy issues. They're extremely obvious. His mother issues, extremely well documented. He's an only child. He has a need, a craving for attention, a craving and desperation for love. You remember the necklace that he had for all the times he thought about proposing? That's weird. That's creepy, predatory behavior. Even going back to the people that he's hanging around. I consistently say you are the average of the 5 people you hang around. He's hanging with Aiden Ross, DJ Academics, Andrew Schultz, Andrew Tate. Like these guys that are in his group, Kanye. Do these sound like mature men? Do these sound like people that you actually want to hang around your kids? And understand, this can't be because of money. Some people are saying Drake has a cash flow problem. I believe that. I believe that's a issue. That's one reason. But someone like Drake, you have to understand, he loves the attention. He loves the stimulation. He needs it. He's desperate for it. It's a drug to him. That's the reason why the drug game and the rap game is so adjacent. Because Drake, he sees people as drugs. He sees them as narcissistic supply. So going back to the 5 senses and how our brains work, the subconscious can't tell the difference between real and fake. So when we feel the frequency and our brain interprets this frequency as music, our nervous system cannot tell the difference. Drake, he understands this. His puppet masters, the people that run Drake, they understand this. And without understanding that 30,000 years of recorded human history, the mass majority of the population was not able to read. Women were unable to read. During slavery, we were not able to read. Medieval times, only 1% of the population could actually read. They never expected us to read the books that they read. They don't understand that we have the internet. We can read the exact same 48 Laws of Power, the exact same Think and Grow Rich, the exact same The Alchemist, the exact same The Greatest Salesman. We can also study Bob Proctor, Nikola Tesla, Neville Goddard, Earl Nightingale. This is crazy. They really think we're stupid. So this is strictly propaganda. And understand, the only people that can sit back and watch a live stream for hours and hours are children. AMP's audience is children. Aiden Ross's audience is children. So going back to their thought process, understand there's the entire point of prayer. The entire point of vision boards, manifestation, affirmations. It's the same reason why Muslims worship 5 times a day. The same reason why in Hinduism, they have the red dot on their forehead. It's the pineal gland. It's the third eye. The entire concept of selling your soul is completely neglecting your subconscious. And that's what Drake depends on. He depends on you being weak. He depends on you being stupid. That's the grooming tactics. That's the predatory mindset. Understand, grown adults are not falling for this anymore. As children, I grew up on Drake. I grew up on academics. And it's disgusting to see that his fan base has even out-matured him. to see that he's almost 40 years old and he can't have a mature conversation. He can't have a stream where he's sitting down, putting people on game, having a finance string, or just chilling out. He has to be messy, bro. He has to be nasty. So let's see what the people talking about. Said facts. Drake's been ahead of the game for years. And now he's taking it to the next level with Kick. No middlemen, no restrictions, just him and the fans. Everyone else is playing catch up while Drake's out here setting the trend. Innovator status confirmed. That's an oxymoron. Drake, innovator? Come on, man. Drake, he's synonymous with being a colonizer, bro. How can you innovate when you're consistently being accused of stealing multiple different artists from multiple different decades? From Drum, Hotline Bling. You stole the cover art from this song. You stole the name, the music video, the song itself, the Jamaican accent, the UK accent, innovator. And once again, let's do some reverse engineering on the caliber of fans. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. So he's going to have a live stream filled with Aiden Ross, Andrew Schultz, Andrew Tate, DJ Academics, Maul. That's the nightmare blunt rotation, man. Come on now. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Who wants to be around these dudes? Once again, going back to your thoughts, going back to your energy. Do you know what thoughts you have to think to actually attract these caliber of people? Do you not understand what you have to do for these caliber of people to like you? I will be offended if this person wants to be my friend. I will be offended if Drake would like me. Hell no. I'm cool. I ain't trying to be friend. No. Said no. Every celebrity is going to want to get into this. This is why Drake and man, this dude can't spell, man. He making me seem like I'm stuttering. No. Every celebrity is going to want to get into this. And this is why Drake are friends with Aiden and DJ Ack. He been knew he wanted to get into this space. I told y'all. These are the people you're hitting up, Aiden Ross and DJ Academics. These dudes are both weird. Y'all remember what Aiden did to Speed growing up. I already made an entire video on that. Y'all remember what DJ Academics has been accused of, and he's on footage doing. I already made a video on that. So why are you trying to be friends with these dudes? And Drake, you have similar accusations, and we also have footage on you, and I've made plenty of videos about that. So, and going back to authenticity, we've been begging Drake to be authentic. But going back to the way the brain works, he can't. As above, so below. As within, so without. What's within Drake is a character. That's the reason, like I said, he has to go to Jamaica, the UK accent. He has to have the Memphis. Then he's from Miami. Now he's from Toronto. Now he's from Puerto Rico. He can only mimic. Even going back to the Nokia video. He can only steal. Because that's what's within him. He has no knowledge of self. If you talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, at the very top of that pyramid, self-actualization. Drake has no idea who he is. He constantly needs his love. Going back to, like I said, his father neglected him. His mother had issues. He has those mother issues. He's desperate for love. So, like I said, if he could just become a streamer altogether and not do music ever, I promise you, I truly believe he would do it. Strictly because it's consistent flow of narcissistic supply. His fans have this homoerotic relationship with him. They'll give him all the love and support that he needs that he never had as a child. And now he's addicted. He's addicted to that energy. That's the reason why he constantly puts the numbers above everything else, above the quality, above the actual cultural impact. He doesn't care how it affects people. He only wants the attention. He needs the stimulation. That's enough for him. Streaming is his battlefield now, and he's been ahead of the curve since day one. Kick is a genius move, especially if he uses it to drop weekly streams or exclusives. Think of the momentum he could build. No middlemen, just Drake and the fans. That sounds familiar. That sounds A low-key almost exactly similar to the one I read before. That's how you stay on top when they try to shut doors. Drake is an innovator, my goal. See, I told you it sounds extremely similar. We talking about bots. And you want to talk about bots? Hey, look at it. Look at their profile. Truth seeker, poet, OVO for life, and got Tory Lanez, of course. And it goes back to the grooming mindset. It understands the relationships that Drake is used to having. There's an entire Netflix documentary called How to Start a Cult, and it details how cult leaders intentionally target weak, damaged, traumatized individuals. Absolutely made an entire video about Drake in top 5 in the grooming situation. It's not just relationships and young girls. But understand that's the reason why he targets the young girls. There's a reason why he targets DJ Academics. He targets Aiden Ross. He targets top 5 because they're weak. They're damaged. They are traumatized. If you subscribe to the theories of Sigmund Freud, you understand you're subconsciously attracted to the relationships that you're used to as a child. So understand, this is all they know. And Drake, he gets to be in a powerful position. He gets to be their king. He gets to be literally their god. They treat Drake like he's a god. They worship him. They love this man. They scream and passing out like he's really Michael Jackson. And I remember specifically, We Are Decipher and Kiki had a live stream the other day where Kiki, she brought up the fact that Drake intentionally gets in relationships with strong women to make these strong women submit to him so he feels powerful and in control. He did it with Rihanna. He did it with Serena. He did it with J-Lo. He continues to do it. And in his mindset, when Rihanna rejected him, in his mindset, he can handle that. Because in his mind, he's Drake, he's the GOAT. He's the next Michael Jackson. He's standing toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye with the Beatles. How could you dare reject Drake? He's light-skinned. What? How could... What? And get A$AP Rocky? How could the culture neglect Drake for Kendrick? What? Oh, it must be bots. It must be lies. It must be deception. It must be something, because there's no way I'm being rejected. The boy, Aubrey Graham, I've specifically crafted this character that can never lose. That's this Casanova. That's smart. He's physically fit. He's spiritually and emotionally intelligent. Why is it not working on you? Once again, going back to his audience. It works on academics. It works on Aiden Ross. Works on Maul. He's twerking in the chair. Works on Andrew Schultz. And understand and ask yourself, are these the people that you even want to actually be around in the first place? But hey, I already told y'all, Drake, he was going to try to crash out, man, 2025. The music is not hidden. He's not getting the attention he wants, so I knew something would happen. I knew he would do something. This is strictly about the propaganda. It's about controlling a narrative. I know some people saying it's the cash flow. I believe that too. I believe Drake has cash flow issues. But the priority is propaganda. It's going back to the billionaires who run this planet. When you have all the money in the world, when you have all the fame, all the attention, you can do anything you want. The only thing you need is control. You need control. You don't want control. You need it. It's the only way to continue existing at that realm. So you have to find different ways to try to reach the people. And grown adults, we see through Drake. I always mention Audacious and the Sirens. Look me in my eyes. Audacious doesn't fall for that BS. Doesn't fall for it. So that's why it's so important as a society. Make sure we're reading the books. Make sure we're doing our meditations, doing the actual shadow work. The entire concept of selling your soul is not literally doing a ritual to sell your soul. It's just neglecting your own subconscious. That's one of the reasons why we were slaves for 400 years. They were able to convince us, based off their words, based off the lack of education, that we were inferior, we were subhuman just because they said so. Absolutely not. It's 2025, man. We went through an entire pandemic. We can't keep letting this happen. He's going to get his attention. He's going to get his views. But he will never be at the top spot. We will never respect him as a man, as a human being. He is disrespectful to our subconscious, to our humanity. He does not see us as actual people. He sees us as numbers. He sees us as bodies, as flesh, as energy. And I can't stand that, man. But appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves and see you in the next video.